NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First carry for James Conner. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call him run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. James Conner. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up 1st downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And some space here. Sheds off the tackle. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Stafford.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now.
Back deep to return is KJ Hamler.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow on play action. Man open is Robinson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson, 35 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Shreds the tackle, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
It's over, it's over. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, King.
Here's Jacobs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
11 mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Stafford's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact.
Tyler Lockett, he's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, it's Stafford.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple.
Here we go.
The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Lutz with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a run with Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. 30. 10.
Get off the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. David Montgomery, 65 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Kingsley Kiki there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 36 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he
takes it across the 40-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Now it's Stafford. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Pushing his way through and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run forward with Montgomery. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
And they can't bring him down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.